Hello YouTube. I know I have not been uploading for a while, much. One video came up yesterday, but that was actually recorded before the elections in the beginning of September. I have had life issues, most of them. The result of it has been good. My life is better now than it was a month ago, but it has been a bumpy ride. So I have not been in a position to prioritize making videos or even feeling like making them. So that's a 1 month delay in videos. Now, I'm in a period where I make mostly videos about climate change, and I'm not doing as much going into the latest news, the latest development, deep level, detailed physics of it. I'm rather talking about the educational part of it, explaining to people who simply do not believe this is real why climate change is actually real, and a little bit about my thoughts about these things. And I'm going to continue on that trend. I already made one video, how do you know who is lying about climate change? And there I explained that the liars are those who change their story all the time, and you can check that video out. And that is of course those who say that we don't need to stop emitting carbon dioxide. Now I'm going to talk about something else. And we're gonna begin with looking at a quick clip from some people who do not believe human emissions of carbon dioxide is a problem and why they don't think that is a problem.
97% of all CO2 emitted every year around the world is naturally caused. Only about 3% is from humans.
Creating only 3% of the Earth's CO2. The biggest sources are decaying plants, volcanoes, and forests.
Okay, that was the clip. And why am I showing this clip? Because I'm going to show the next point I want to make in how we can know climate change is real and climate skepticism is wrong. And it is the following. Believing in that climate change is not real makes you stupid. You are not stupid, but by believing this you become stupid. The previous video I made in this series said that climate change denialists lie, and it's easy to prove. Now I'm saying that believing climate change is not real makes you stupid. And how come? Well, look at this video. First I want to say that this is within my area of expertise. I am by profession a gardener, and we talk about nature. And nature is what we are doing here as a gardener. Everything we talk about in this video is required knowledge. Some of it is the very core of what we're doing, and some of it are outside. We are not geologists as gardeners, but we are required to have geological knowledge because geological processes forms soil, and we plant stuff in soil. So we must know where the soil comes from so we can understand the different types of soils and so on. So as a gardener, I have these knowledges. I'm talking about this from my professional expertise. And everything they say in this video, in these clips, are correct. What they are saying is the following. Nature emits much more carbon dioxide than humans. And we even quote the number 3%. Humans emit 3% of all carbon dioxide that is emitted every year, and nature emits 97%. And therefore, human emissions can't contribute much. And that's where we're wrong. And that's where you are stupid if you believe it. And I'm gonna show how you are stupid if you believe that, and I'm gonna show that therefore, believing in climate change being wrong makes you stupid. So, how does this work? Well, take any plant. What they do is they absorb carbon dioxide, sunlight hits a leaf, and there are something called photosynthesis that turns it into sugar that the plant can then turn to all parts of the plant. This means that plants absorb carbon dioxide. Then, for some reason, we lose that carbon. Either the plant die and start to decompose, or it drop leaves that start to decompose, or an animal eat parts of the plant, and exhales the carbon as carbon dioxide. So you have a tree that drops leaves, it falls over, it dies, and anyway it results in emission of carbon dioxide. And there are a lot of forests on this planet that emits huge amounts of carbon dioxide every year. We also mentioned forest fires, that's forests that burn down. Okay. And then we mentioned volcanoes, that also emits a lot. And compared to all of that, human emission is like 3%. And I was shocked that it was as much as 3%. Being a gardener, I know what nature does, and I thought for humans to emit even 3% of what nature does, that is a lot of human emissions. Human emissions are huge if we can reach 3%. I didn't think it was even close to that. I thought it was like 1 in 10,000 or maybe 1 in 100,000 what nature does, but they said it was 3%, and that is a lot of carbon dioxide from human emissions. But have you noticed when a forest burns down, it goes back up again? All the trees are dead, and then we start growing new trees that become bigger and bigger and eventually become an entire forest. And have you noticed this? When a tree drops the leaves in the fall, next spring, new leaves. Ta-da! New leaves! And have you noticed when a tree falls over and dies, it decomposes and disappears? But then it opens up a so-called light well. That's a hole in the canopy in the forest, so that light can fall down to the ground, and then new trees start to grow and fill up that space. So not only does the forest emit carbon in form of carbon dioxide, it takes it back. And that is essentially breathing. Like my lungs, I have 2 lungs here, and I breathe regular. I exhale and emit air. Then I inhale and take air in. For this reason you can't say that my lungs are filling up the atmosphere with more and more and more air. It's a continuous stream of air flowing into the atmosphere from my lungs. Because you know that I inhale too. And I suck out air from the atmosphere into my lung, and then I exhale it in and out, in and out. Nothing changes. Plants do the same thing with carbon in the atmosphere, carbon dioxide. We take in through photosynthesis, then we'll drop it and it decomposes and become carbon dioxide. Then we take it in, we take it out, we take it in, we take it out. That happens all the time. So, nature it's not exactly so, it's actually that forest, even after we have matured, they absorb a little more carbon dioxide than they emit, because some of it become humus substances that are organic, and they end up in rivers that goes out in the oceans and fall down to the bottom of the sea as sediments. And that sediment eventually finds its way under a continent into a volcano and goes out as carbon dioxide in a geological cycle. That happens all the time too. So that covers the volcanoes. Now, I think you knew that sediments form. I think you knew that when a forest burns down, it grows up. I think you knew that if a tree falls over, a new tree will grow up and take its place. I think you knew that when a tree drops their leaves in the fall, new leaves come back in the spring. You knew all that. And I think you are an intelligent person. I do not think you are stupid. So, when this climate change denialist says that nature emits much more carbon dioxide than human emits, and even mention it's from decomposing plant material, forest fire and volcanoes, I think you had enough knowledge and enough intelligence to figure out that if nature emits carbon dioxide from forest fires, doesn't the forest grow up? If they emit it from decomposing plant material, doesn't they replace that plant material with new plant material from photosynthesis? And wouldn't that mean that the carbon just go around in a cycle? But these guys says they emit. I think that argument is wrong. You should be able to figure this out yourself. You have the knowledge, you have the intelligence, but yet you believed in that argument when you heard it because it sounded compelling. The words nature emits much more than humans. And when we mention what come from, you stop thinking. That's what happened. When you believe that human-made climate change is not real, it is possible to tell you things like this, and even if you have a knowledge, which you do, and you have intelligence, which you do, you are not able to see the error in that argument. Because believing that human-made climate change is wrong makes you stupid. And I think that is a quite compelling argument against climate change skepticism. That people who believe it's not real, they actually become stupid. They can't even know such simple things that trees set leaves in the fall, in the spring. Trees grow. We can't take such information and put it together and reach the conclusion that carbon probably goes round in a cycle. I'm a gardener, so I know this. Don't mess with me about this. Do not tell me that carbon atoms doesn't go around in a cycle, from carbon dioxide to sugar to various plant material to animal maybe, and then back around. Do not tell me that it doesn't go round. That's my area of expertise. I know my ecosystems, I know my plants, I know my biology. Okay. And you know it too. But believing that climate change made by humans is wrong made you not able to spot the error in this simple argument, because it made you stupid. And I'm gonna ask you this question. If believing man-made climate change is wrong, makes you stupid, isn't the entire idea stupid as well? Because I think it very much is.